Oh god! Oh god! First I was thinking, oh, he's not too bad, but yeah, that changed pretty quick. Oh, shit. Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to another episode of our Roulette Gaming series. This episode we're going to be looking at Enter the Gungeon, which is, it's kind of like a roguelike bullet hell shooter. It's top down, and I have to say, since I started playing this game, it is one of my favorite games. I have to say, it's quite a bit of fun. I picked it up on sale. It's normally $15. So if you want to check it out, it's for sale on Steam. But we'll hop on in there and take a look at it. If you notice when you start, there's 4 different characters that you can choose from. And they all have special abilities and different starting guns. This Marine, if you notice, like, he just starts with one gun. That's going to be his infinite ammo, just his go-to weapon. The helmet means that once you start as him, he can actually take his first hit and not take any life damage. So he has a little bit of armor to start with. His activatable ability, which we'll get into that, he calls in an ammo drop. So you can get some ammo from that. And then this right here is his passive, and it increases his accuracy and proficiency with weapons. So kind of a decent character. The pilot has, once again, only one starting weapon. That's his infinite ammo one. Then the second thing there is actually a lockpick as his activatable ability. And the way that works is when you find a chest, if you don't have a key on you, you can use that lockpick. You can actually use it even if you have a key, but what happens is if it fails, you're going to be locked out of that chest. So you kind of want to pick and choose when you use it, because if you do have a key and you lock yourself out, you're not going to be able to open it even with a key. This first passive that he has increases his ammo capacities for all his weapons, so he can carry more ammo with him. And then the last one here increases, makes the shot process and stuff better. So, this is the Hunter. She has 2 starting weapons. This is her infinite ammo one. And this crossbow, it's a single shot, but it does quite a bit of damage. So, it's not a bad weapon. And then this passive ability, she has a pet with her, and when you clear a room, there's a chance that your pet will dig up an item. It could be a key, it could be health, it could be a little bit of money. You know, it just kind of depends on your luck. So, and then there's the Convict, which is actually my personal favorite. She starts with an infinite ammo. It's like a revolver. It's pretty decent. And then she also has a sawed-off shotgun to start with, and it's not a bad weapon either. And then her activatable ability, she throws a Molotov at the enemies, and it leaves like a burning flame for a little while and will burn any enemies or you that's in the area. And if you get burnt by it, you will keep burning for quite a while. I've actually killed myself a couple times using it when I wasn't really paying attention. And then her passive here, trying to think. Oh yeah, that's right. It's whenever she takes damage, there's a brief period after that, like she'll turn red and kind of look enraged, and she'll do extra damage during that time. So, but that's who we're going to play as first. This is the tutorial, by the way. I'm not going to show you the tutorial because I've already been through it, and it's not terribly exciting. So I'll just explain to you as we go how to play and everything. But you will have to do the tutorial if you start playing in order to unlock the actual Gungeon. So, then there's a few NPCs that I've found. Then there's like locked rooms there and there that I haven't been able to open yet. And then in here is actually these 2 people I rescued from a jail cell. And the way this works is we can actually pay this currency here and unlock the perk or the weapon that's listed and have access to it while we're in the Gungeon. But we'll have to find it, you know, just like anything else. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. Now the story of this game is you're going into this Gungeon because supposedly there is a gun in here that can kill the past and let you rewrite history. Because basically there was a big cataclysm that destroyed this this temple, and you're trying to change the history and everything. And the way the game works, you're going to aim at stuff and shoot it like so. You can hit, that's with your left click on your mouse, and then right click you'll dodge roll in the direction that you're facing, and or the direction that you're moving. If you're standing still, dodge roll won't do anything, so it's all dependent upon the direction that you're moving. Spacebar will actually activate your ability, which is right down here. You can only have one activatable ability at a time. I'm not going to use it just because the cooldown's kind of long. So the Q button will activate your blanks, which are right here. And what that does is that clears out all the bullets on screen that aren't yours and keeps enemies from being able to fire for a few seconds. So you'll get yourself a brief, window of safety there. And E button is interact with stuff, pick up items, talk to NPCs. R is reload, and yeah, that's mainly it. As far as the UI here, you got your mini map, you have your gun, you have your Molotovs, or your activatable ability, you have your health right here, and each time you get hit it'll take a half a heart. You have your blanks here. This is keys to open chests and lock doors, and then this is your currency that you're going to spend at the shop. And oh, I forgot to mention, if you click control, you'll cycle your weapons. If you hold control, you can use your scroll bar. It pauses the game and you can use your scroll bar to choose the gun that you want. It's really helpful once you get a sizable armory going. Then you can also hold tab to full screen the map, and you can actually teleport, which we'll cover that once we get some teleports to jump between. So you're going to be going through these floors and, fighting your way through these rooms. You get locked in while you're in combat, and you also can't teleport while you're in combat. But then once you kill all the enemies, you can move on. And like I said, this is a roguelike game, so once you die, you're going to have to go back to the hub area and restart. So, alright. And you can flip these tables if you interact with them, and hide behind them, move them, and whatnot. And they will take damage. Like if you notice, say it's taking damage, and then it breaks. So that's both your fire and enemy fire that will break it. So you got to be aware of that, and kind of pay attention to how much durability your tables have and whatnot if you're hiding behind one. And I will say, this game gets really crazy with the amount of bullets on screen and stuff as you progress. And basically each floor is going to have a boss room. That's kind of how you move on to the next floor, is you're going to have to beat that boss and whatnot. And we got a key. Also worth noting, when you clear a room, all the money, like if you notice that money was on the ground, it gets pulled towards you. So you don't have to actually go around and manually pick up every bit of money. So that definitely makes things a lot nicer. And also that's an ammo box, by the way. So if you want to pick it up, cycle through to the weapon that you want. Like for example, right now I'm full on ammo, but if I shoot a few rounds off of this, this could actually use ammo. But say I have the pistol, it's infinite. It's never going to need bullets. So we'll switch back over and pick that up, and we're full ammo. Now, if you leave items on the ground, they will get nabbed by. By the way, this is the boss area, just for the record. So we're going to finish exploring though before we go through there. But if you leave items on the ground, they will get nabbed by. There's this rat NPC that will pick up items and take them, and he'll leave like a little note behind saying like "thanks for the ammo" or whatever, and you won't have access to those items anymore. So if you find something and you can't pick it up at that time, don't expect to be able to go out and say use up your ammo and then come back and pick it up once you actually need it, because it will get stolen. So I will say, these are shrines. You can pray at these. Well, not that one. We have to make an offering, and don't have an offering at the moment. And I'm not entirely sure how the offerings even work. I haven't figured that out. I don't know if I need a certain item or what. But that eludes me at the present time. So now this is the shop. You can buy different items in here. A lot of times I suggest buying a key, but since we already have two, I'm not going to right now. I think I'm going to get double vision. Oh. And, didn't think about that. Well, that'll be alright. And I'll show you what that does once we get to the boss. Alright. There's all different kinds of activatable abilities and stuff that you can get. That is a half a heart, but since we're full health right now, we're not going to be able to pick it up. There's also full hearts that you can pick up and whatnot, so... But I will say that this game does have quite a steep learning curve, and it gets pretty tough. Some of the bosses are very, very tough. That's a chest. We got a new gun, a t-shirt cannon, so we can shoot t-shirts at enemies. I haven't actually gotten this one before, but I know the pillow gun is one of my favorites. And we got another new gun, the shot grub, which shoots these big poisonous grubs. I believe they're poisonous, and if enemies get hit by them, they'll take a little bit of extra damage from the poison. So yeah, see how he's turned green and he's ticking for health damage. And let's change over to the t-shirt cannon here and try this out. It does pretty good damage, actually. That's not too bad. Yeah, we'll run over here real quick. I do suggest exploring, fully exploring each floor and everything, because there is quite a bit of stuff to find in this game, and you know, that's how you're going to find additional guns. And I haven't personally found the weapon limit, if there is one, because I've had like 7 different weapons on hand at once, and oh, we got a stuffed star, protective plush. I'm gonna stick with double vision, actually. Alright. Let's see. We'll stick with the shot grub. So we're gonna go into our first boss, and we'll probably use blanks and stuff during this boss. So. And all the bosses will have a little intro, kind of like cutscenes and everything. It has some really neat bosses. So this is one of my favorites, actually. Rapid Fire Raptor Gatling Gun. So he drops those like AoEs down. Oh shit. And oh god. There we go. Oh. Oh, I died already. Man. Well, hopefully we'll get some better guns this time. Alright, we'll just do a quick restart. Actually, I'll go ahead and switch characters so you can see a different one. Now, I will say Convict's my favorite just because you get to start with that Molotov and stuff. But we'll go with the Marine. He's not too bad. And we'll run up there. Hopefully I'll do a bit better. Usually I'll get to at least floor 2. Floor 2 is when it starts getting pretty difficult. Certain rooms and stuff. Surprised that guy killed me, but... Now, like I said, you're only going to have this starting gun to start out with. But it's not too bad. And his added accuracy helps because where you point, where you aim at isn't necessarily where you're going to hit. All the characters have, you know, varying amounts of accuracy. Those suck. I haven't found any benefit to them. If you smoke them, you just take damage, is really all you do. So you can just have yourself a cigarette and take some health damage, so that's always good. So I don't suggest picking those up. Even if you don't have a passive or something, it's really not worth picking up. So I say right there would have been a perfect time for a Molotov. Alright. But yeah, since I started playing this game, I've been pretty addicted to it, not gonna lie. Of course, I'm personally a really big fan of bullet hell games, and I've really been enjoying this one because it's just a very original, you know, bullet hell. Usually, I think of like with bullet hell, it's generally like rail shooters type thing, and this one was definitely a pleasant surprise. And oh, there's the boss room. And like I said, this game is generally $15 on Steam, and I did buy it on sale, but if I had to buy it again, I would be more than happy to pay $15 for it, because there's a lot of like little stuff in the game, a lot of things I haven't even figured out yet while I've been playing it, and a lot of little hidden secrets and different things. There's also like a NPC that has like a mini game that you can find, you know, in the dungeon, and just all different kinds of stuff to do, and lots of replayability. Plus the fact that, you know, if you die, that's it. You got to start all over. That's the beauty of roguelike games, is you'll have quite a bit of playtime just in that regard. So, oh. Shit, lost my helmet. Alright. Oh, God, now I'm taking like all kinds of damage. And it's all things I shouldn't be taking damage from, but also, if you roll into enemies, it does do a little bit of damage, but there is a piece of equipment that you can get, this like spiked chest piece, that if you equip it, you'll do extra damage, like quite a bit of extra damage against enemies. Oh, Winchester rifle. This one's actually kind of nice. We'll go ahead and open that. There's a lot of doors that'll be like red on the map. That means you kind of have to go around them. And then sometimes, oh, we need a key to open this. Let's go. By the way, teleporting, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you can teleport anytime as long as you're not in combat. And you can teleport to any of these. And you don't have to be near one or anything to teleport, so. But yeah, if you notice, this Winchester rifle does a shit ton of damage. We'll definitely be using it on the boss, so. But there's generally a shop every floor, so you know, it doesn't really seem to be a luck of the draw kind of thing or nothing. Alright. Oh, we found a heart. And I guess we'll go up here. I definitely want to get into that locked room, though, because there's no telling what's all in there. Alright. But I'm pretty happy with our guns, or our gun so far that we found. And we got some ammo. I'll take that. And here's the shop here. And let's see what he's got. Lodestone amulet. Oh, he doesn't have any keys. Ugh. Oh, I guess we're not getting into that locked room. I'm going to go ahead and buy the Lodestone Amulet, which basically when you use a blank, it's going to knock back the enemies pretty far. So it's kind of a nice one. It definitely helps at times. Now his activated ability, I don't ever really use all that much. Oh, this boss. In the Lead Throne, Bullet King. Now you can actually kill that little wizard guy. Oh god, I was doing so good. But yeah, if you notice, this gun takes a chunk of his health off every time I hit him with it. It does fire kind of slow. It's not my favorite gun, but it's definitely not a bad one to get on the first floor. And you do kind of want to keep your distance from this guy just because, as with most of the bosses, he's a lot easier to dodge if you've got range on him. And also, with dodging, for the first half of your dodge, you are immune to damage. And we got it. For the second half of it, like, once I hit the ground, I'm no longer immune to damage. But, you can actually use the dodging to cross, like, big gaps and stuff. Oh, we got a banana. These are explosive. You can kind of charge them up. If you don't charge them up, you know, you're not going to be able to throw them. So it does take a second, but they're actually really nice, especially for tight corridors and stuff. Alright, move on to floor 2. And there's actually shortcuts that you can get in the game. Once you get so far, I've unlocked the NPC to get shortcuts, but I haven't actually found any shortcuts myself. So, oh, I hate these guys. See, their bullets stick to the walls, and you can only hurt them when they're open too. And even after they die, watch out, because those will still fire at you. So, alright. Let's see here. And those little bullet guys try to hit you. I haven't really noticed them doing any damage, but they do knock you back pretty heavy. So they will knock you into enemies and stuff, so you want to be aware of that. And if you notice, the enemies got a little bit more resilient when we got to this floor. Like the little standard little guys used to take one hit with this gun and it would kill them. Now, of course, it takes 2. And it takes care of him. And we still got... Oh, no, we got everybody. Alright. Oh, man, these guys again. Shit. Oh shit. Thought the room was cleared. Oh my god. I'm making dumb mistakes here. Alright, we got a half heart though. And no keys. Now sometimes you will notice broken like walls, and you can actually use your blanks and break through those walls. But I haven't seen any yet. They're kind of hard to spot sometimes, but shit. Oh shit. I didn't mean to use a blank right there, but whatever. I'm out of bullets with the Winchester. So I'm hoping we'll find... Oh shit. I'll flip that table, I guess. Alright, we got him. Alright, now if you notice, if we wanted to cross this, we can dodge roll across it. Now if we just walked into it, we would die. So, or no, we wouldn't. In the dungeon you wouldn't die, but you will lose a little bit of your health, so it's definitely something you don't really want to do. These guys kind of suck if you let them get a lock on, because they do quite a bit of damage, so definitely try to dodge them. Ugh. I hate these guys if you hadn't noticed. Alright, so we'll grab ourselves some ammo for the Winchester, fill it up. And yeah, see, here's one of those red doors we're not going to be able to get through until we come around. So we will go this way. Oh shit. Shit, I didn't realize that was one of the rapid fire guys. Ah. I'm gonna have to get more health somehow. This ain't good at all. Let's see. Oh, I blew myself up. Damn it. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. Now there are, I wish I could have found some of my favorite guns there, but a couple things I'll show you really quickly before we end this episode. For starters, let's see, you can open your Ammonomicon and you can look at your guns and stuff. See what your things do. Like, for example, this says deal extra damage for a short time after getting hit. This is your current equipment. Now this is guns that you found. There's a lot of different guns and they all do different things, but you can just go through here and you can just click on any of these and you can kind of look at them. Now the ones that you haven't gotten, these are ones that you've unlocked but you've never found, and they'll say some secrets of the Gungeon remain hidden. Now these ones, like, it'll tell you your name on these, but these ones are totally unknown. You haven't unlocked these yet, and so you won't be able to even find these in the Gungeon. You're going to have to unlock them. And then the same with items. You know, you can see all the different activatable abilities and passive abilities that you have and can get. And then you have your enemy list of different enemies that you've encountered. There's quite a few in here. And then you can also see bosses that you've encountered. So there's quite a few of those too, and it's just different depending on your playthrough, which boss you'll find and whatnot. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, because a lot of those items, I mean, it's not going to tell you what they are when you pick them up, and so you'll want to go in there and kind of read up and see what it does. But yeah, this has been Enter the Gungeon, and like I said, there's still quite areas I haven't discovered and things I haven't done, and there's a lot, seems to be quite a bit to this game, but I definitely do suggest it. It is a whole lot of fun, and ever since I got it, I've had just a ton of fun playing it and stuff. So definitely worth checking out, definitely worth the $15 if you're even remotely interested in roguelike and bullet hell games. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, subscribe, share. I'll throw a link up right now. If you click that where it says subscribe, that'll get you subscribed, and you'll be able to keep up to date with any time that I release a new video or anything. So, and it's very much appreciated. Those of you that do watch my videos each day, I just want to say thank you. And like I said, once we hit 100 subscribers, I will be releasing a short video, like a thank you video, and also telling exactly where the name To Asgard came from. It's kind of like a little inside joke, kind of a good memory and everything. So So yeah, but also I have social networks listed down below in the description: Steam, Twitter, and Facebook. If you want, hit me up on there, and let me know what you think. Also, YouTube comments. If there's anything in particular that you would like to see in a game, or you want to see more Enter the Gungeon, I've been playing it pretty heavily, so hopefully I'll be getting a bit farther consistently before long. So, but yeah, just definitely let me know in the comments what you want, and I will definitely take that into consideration. So, until next episode, do take care, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.